What is up, guys? It is the Redstone Scientist here, coming at you not live from the UnchartedCraft vanilla server, and you may notice that I am somewhere where you have never seen before. It may look very similar to somewhere, like my base, the place where I chose to put my base, which I showed in one episode a while ago. But, I have got an idea. I have got a vision, and every single one of my viewers is going to think I have gone crazy, and perhaps I have. But let me tell you what I'm thinking. Okay, so you remember the tunnel that went from the nether ceiling, the start of the nether ceiling, all the way over to my base, that roof forest biome. Okay, and I, by the way, never finished that tunnel. So, I had a dream one night. This sounds really cheesy, but I did. I had a dream one night about my base. Now, to be perfectly honest, because I'm not going to do it anymore, I'll tell you what originally I was going to do. Originally, I was going to make sort of little huts with all sorts of farms and little rooms and stuff all over the place, and it was going to be a bunch of little cabins. But to be perfectly honest, I was not all that excited about getting started on that project. I wasn't like, oh boy, I can't wait to get started on this, oh, how exciting. No, it wasn't like that. It was more like, okay, I've got an idea for a base, let me just do this for my viewers. And I really don't want it to be like that. I really want to be passionate about it. I had this dream, and it was of something very, very, very cool. An idea for the base, which I have been debating what to call it, but I think it's going to be called the basin. I was either thinking of calling it the nucleus or the basin. So, let me I don't know if I want to give it all away right now, but I'll give away the first part of it. So the first part is, there's going to be a huge area in a roof forest biome, just because I love the grass. There's going to be a huge area that is like a basin. Like, I'm making it with my hands right now, obviously you can't see it. It's like a bowl, but the sides of it are like mountains that look like I want it to look like the gods have purposefully carved this perfectly circular shape. This, this basin, with these towering mountainous walls. They're gonna be curved, so I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but if I'm not, I guess you'll see it when it happens. So, I wanted to make sure the grass color was the same through the whole thing. I'm not going to tell you what's going to go in there yet, but I wanted to make sure the grass color was the same through the whole thing. So I needed to make sure the whole thing was going to be in a roof forest biome. And I knew approximately around 160 by 160 space I wanted for... or a 160 diameter for the circle. So to answer the question as to why I'm in a different roof forest biome, it's because the original roof forest biome I was in was just not contiguous enough, if you know what I mean. It wasn't like, there was not enough of a continuous space of roof forest biome where I could guarantee all the grass would be the same color in a 160 diameter circle. So I looked around a lot, and I didn't find anything close to that. Well, not close, but I ended up finding this, which is the best I could find. It's lasts for a 129 diameter circle, I believe. And it's only about 200 blocks away in the nether, which is convenient. So what that means is the next step is going to be getting all of these trees out and flattening out the land. Now I'm going to need to relocate where the center of the circle is going to be, but that's the plan. But I also added a, well actually, let me go show you. Let's go through this portal. I have sort of a 2-destination portal thing hooked up by accident. So this is going to lead me to the portal that normally takes me to my base. So like if you were to go in here, this would take you to the original place of my base, which is where I have my mine. Right here. So let's go back through here. By the way, I'm still going to do that lamp thing, the redstone lamp, after I get the land flattened. Okay, so here we are at the site of the turn in the tunnel. Originally what I was going to do was going to have ice go across here, so this is still spawn-proof, obviously, and then that would extend into this branching tunnel that would actually take you to the new base. However, I realized that that is rather silly of me, because that is like an extra 2,000 block journey to do it like that. What I could do instead is just extend this tunnel and have a stop along the way, and that would be much faster. So I'm actually going to work on destroying this section, and then I'm going to get to work on extending this part right here. So I'll get back to you in a second. Okay guys, so here's how it's going to work. I still have some cleanup to do back over there, but this is how it's going to work. So you're going to come to the end of the track here. There's going to be this acacia wood block there. You're going to get off the cart, and you can go down here. I may add in some redstone automation later, like push a button of which way you want to go, or if you want to get off here or whatever. But if you want to keep going to the regular base, then you just get on this track that's going to start right here. And I don't need to worry about digging a hole through the bedrock in this direction because, remember, the portal brings me back over to here. So I've got like a two-way, a one-way portal kind of thing going. But that shouldn't be a problem. So I think this is going to work out just fine as long as I use labels and maybe add some redstone work in a little later. That's not going to be until probably much later, like after I finish the tunnel, which is going to take a long time. But I'm going to start building this over to the portal location, and I'll see you guys in a minute. So here we are at the new base portal, and the track is going to let out here. I'm going to reorient this portal so that it's facing the proper direction for this, so you can get off and it'll be all pretty and everything. I'm going to do decorating after I finish the tunnel, which, like I said, is going to take me a very long time. But now I have a sense for how long it is, and compared to the rest of the track, it is really, really short. I mean, look, you can already see the end of it. It's actually, in terms of the nether, fairly close by. So this really shouldn't be that much of an inconvenience for me to build this section here. But anyway, guys, the time has come to go back to the new base, so that we can take a look at the first step in the preparation process, or not the preparation process, the building process, which is to prepare the land, and the first step of that process is to cut down all of the trees. And I'll be the first one to admit it, I am slow at breaking and placing blocks. I am fully willing to admit that. So this is probably going to be pretty monotonous for me. I'm probably going to watch a movie or something while I do it. But for you guys, it'll just be a fraction of a second. Okay, guys, so I've actually only cut down a few trees. And an easy mistake to make when looking at a roof forest is I forget that the leaves to wood ratio is huge. Like, for every one tree trunk, there are a whole bunch of leaves. And that's why, you know, these forests are quote-unquote roofed, because they literally have a roof of leaves. So taking out one tree actually accounts for a lot more space than it looks like. So there are far fewer trees than there appear to be at first. That's not to say there's not a lot of work ahead of me, because there is. And by the way, I am fully aware of the fact that I could just burn down this place, but I actually really want all the resources because I'm sort of a pack rat in Minecraft. Okay, I'll keep working and get back to you guys at the next cut. Okay, guys, so I've been doing some more tree chopping, and things are coming along nicely. I'm sorry about, you probably can hear my computer's fan going really loudly in the background. I'm probably going to find a way to edit that out in post-production, but sorry about that. I don't know why that's happening. But anyway, there is a lot of work. There is definitely a lot of work to be done. It's taking longer than I thought, and most of all, it is way more boring than I thought. This, you can imagine, gets pretty boring over time. I've been listening to some TV shows, trying to make it a little bit more fun. I'm still very excited about the project, though. I have not lost my motivation, but I have never really been tasked with the removal of a large area of space in Minecraft. 3, 2, and 1. Wow, you guys, it has been a long time. This has taken absolutely ages. I'm going to update you on everything I've been doing, but I think it is 4 days after this countdown has taken me 4 days. So basically, I may have said before, I wanted a 129 diameter circle for the basin. So basically what I've done is I've made sure that the roofed forest area that I'm clearing is a square of 129 by 129 before I flatten it out. And that's really helped me figure out where to clear and stuff. So I've sort of divided it into quadrants. So this quadrant over here, I'm pretty sure I am completely done with, which is fantastic. I've almost done with the other quadrants. I've still got a little bit more work to do, but it's really worked out. To update you guys on some of the other stuff that's been going on in the server, we have an obsidian farm now that Lisby just finished designing. We have a guardian farm, which I helped out a lot on, and that's done. I was just working on the walls in breaks between this stuff. I gathered some cows to breed for our base, and I gathered some sheep to breed for our base, and there has just been so much stuff going on in these past 4 days, and I'm sorry I haven't been recording it. But basically, I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get to work on finishing up these 4 quadrants, and when I come back, we should have no more trees in this 129 by 129 square. So I will see you in a minute. Alright, everybody get ready for the big reveal. Bam! There it is. 129 by 129 square, tree-free in a roofed forest biome. This took ages. This took so long, you have no idea. Let me zoom in here. Yeah, I still have to do that lake over there, but other than that, no more trees. Alright guys, so there is actually quite a bit to talk about. It's been a while since I last recorded. This episode's taken me a long time, sorry about that. So I am over here at Lisby's villager trading hall. I just noticed that he has kind of lowered eyelids. It's kind of funny. So he had an excess of villagers, so he has set up a breeder over here and made them available for everyone, which is a little OP, but it's working really well. You know, he doesn't have the super overpowered villagers here. I mean, there are some that are really good, but, you know, keep in mind, they only really last so long. Unless, you know, you take excellent care of them. If you don't understand what I mean by that, you know, you can look up the way trading works on the wiki. I realize there's a lot of lag going on right now. I'm sorry about that. So, if I hit F1 here, you can see just how much trading I've been doing. You can see that I have gotten all of these diamond pickaxes with efficiency 3, unbreaking 3, and fortune 1 from trading with a villager, and I believe that it is only... oh, it's this guy, There it is, 15 emeralds. And I still got some emeralds left over, so most of the emeralds I got from coal and iron and rotten flesh, which you can get lots of at the iron farm, and the wither skeleton farm. Wow, this is a loud portal. It's a loud portal. So, anyway, by the way, if you haven't seen it before, this is his trader right here. The reason I got all these pickaxes is because we have got a lot of digging and mining ahead of us. Because that 129 diameter, or 129 by 129 area, I'm going to be digging out that whole thing down to, I think, probably... I haven't really decided yet. I'm kind of not sure how deep because just in case there's slime chunks and stuff, I don't want slime spawning, so probably above 40. I'm not really sure. Maybe 45. Probably 45, so I have a little bit room to do redstone and stuff. Or maybe 46, something like that. So I'm going to dig it all the way down to there. So... let me turn the sound off because this rail is going to be very loud. Not totally off. So, anyway, I actually have been faced with a little bit of a dilemma, which is how to go about creating this basin. I did a lot of research into mathematically how spheres are, because it's sort of like the bottom half of a sphere on the inside, if that makes any sense. But it's really difficult to do, you know, without a filter or something. So, what I'm probably gonna end up doing is, now I read somewhere that just making circles that are one radius larger each time and then going in the reverse order does not make a good sphere. I read that somewhere. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I'm going to do because I've done it a little bit with a couple rings in a creative world, and it looks pretty good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a circle around for where the grass is, that's going to be a 129 radius, which is also really difficult because it's an odd number, so the circle's not going to be perfect. But then on top of that, sort of one diagonally out from it, if that makes any sense, there's going to be a 130 radius circle, and so on and so forth until I reach, whatever desired height I want, which I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. So that means a couple things. One, I'm going to need a separate screen open with the circle generator that I have on the plots.co.uk, which you should all definitely check out. I think that's what it is. I'll have to check later. I'll put a link down in the description. But I will have to copy it exactly because I do not want to make any mistakes with these circles. And if I do, it's going to drive me crazy and probably drive a lot of you crazy too. So the second thing that this means is I am going to need a lot of smooth stone. I am going to need more smooth stone than I have ever needed in the history of my time playing Minecraft. So I will head on over to the, the base, and see if I can possibly get started, and maybe I just might have a camera for you. So if you're wondering how many resources I gathered from chopping down the forest, keeping in mind that I wasn't going around picking up just anything, I picked up what I came across, I got 14,586 dark oak wood logs, which is almost 228 stacks. And if we turn that all into planks, that would come out to be 58,344 dark oak wood planks. I got 281 birchwood logs, 717 oak wood logs, 1,093 dark oak saplings, which is a little over 17 stacks, 168 apples, which comes in at almost 3 stacks, 232 oak saplings, and 75 birch saplings. Oh my gosh, you guys. This took absolutely forever. Oh my gosh. This was took such a long time. But here's the funny part. This is actually the worst part, really. This is 1/4 of the digging I have to do. This is 1 quadrant. So, yeah. I think I'm going to do the rest of all this digging off camera in between episodes. This took me absolutely forever, which is why this episode is taking me so long, probably going to take me so long to release. And I'm sorry I couldn't time-lapse the entire thing because I was unable to find, a lot of long periods of time where I could just dig and continuously record and speed it up. So I kind of just did it, in short bursts, the digging. But I did the best I could with the time-lapse. I think it turned out pretty well from what I've seen so far. Hopefully there'll be more of those in the future. I'm on Quake Pro right now. Let me edit this. Also, I don't know if it's bothered any of you. It hasn't bothered me because I normally play without it. But I normally play with bobbing off. And so it bothers some people for some reason. So I'm going to try recording from now on with bobbing on. And we'll see how that goes for a while. But anyway, there's clearly a lot more work to do. We'll probably do something away from here next episode. But I do want to talk about my recording schedule. So I am still a student in school, so I cannot just record all the time. So What that means is I've sort of got two main series rolling now, which is the UnchartedCraft series and the Mastering Minecraft series. And then there's some other stuff I want to do with those and other videos I want to make. But I need to really only work on one video at a time. So if you've noticed so far, my upload schedule has been Mastering Minecraft, UnchartedCraft, Mastering Minecraft, UnchartedCraft. So that's how it's going to go from now on, at least for a while. I'm going to alternate between each video, which one I'm making. So the next video that will come out will hopefully be 0B of Mastering Minecraft. But yeah, this took forever. I got a lot of cobblestone. Alright guys, that's all I have time for today. Please leave a like, a comment, or better yet, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to check out the jam-packed description for more science. See you next time. And of course, thanks for watching.